With the altcoin market hotting up, Bitcoin breaking through all-time highs, it's only a matter of moments before XRP does skyrocket. We got a little taste of it today, breaking above 61 cents. But what's coming down the line? We're going to take a look at some important charts, all for you, so you're best placed to maximize your potential if you're holding XRP this bull market. If that's something you like the sound of, you want to stay ahead of everyone else, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. You are not going to miss a live stream or our daily updates on everything XRP, meme coins, Bitcoin, and much, much more. With that being said, let's get into this video. So as the title says, everybody now knows Donald Trump will be, as long as everything goes to plan, the new president or the 47th president of the United States. Interestingly enough, Brad Garlinghouse, we know, and Chris Larsen have been playing the game throughout their campaigns. What do I mean by that? Well, we know that Brad ultimately has donated, as well as some of the other XRP leaders, to the Trump campaign. We know Chris Larsen donated to the Kamala Harris campaign, all of which trying to play both sides. But Brad given his really clear view on where he thinks Trump should take the SEC. In fact, check this tweet out here. Brad given his view saying, "There is some fodder for your first 100-day checklist to get things moving. Fire Gary Gensler day one, no delays. In his place, appoint Galasalio, Brooks, or Gallagher. There'd be massive upgrades in rebuilding the rule of law and reputation at the SEC." Now, allegedly, we know Hester Pierce could be in the running, albeit she is now going to step aside to be more regulatory, but I think is a good news story. Anyway, it says host a family dinner and get the R's and the D's moving the digital asset market structure bill forward in the Senate. And last but not least, can we get some clarity similar to XRP and BTC and that Ethereum is not a security? And I think all of this can only be good news, not only for XRP, but the wider cryptocurrency market. Allegedly, and we all still sit to wait and see what happens, some of those things are going to happen. And I think this could be incredibly bullish. There's a rumor mill going around today that also the SEC versus Ripple case could be completely thrown out. And this would be pretty crazy. This would give a huge acceleration for XRP after the election. Lots of analysts now are just awaiting that January 20th, the day Trump is inaugurated as the 47th president, could be the day you see a massive skyrocket, not only in the market, but on things like XRP. In fact, some people talking about a surge of over 60,000% to reach a high of 331, which could be pretty crazy indeed. And again, don't forget, altcoin recently through the month of November, 22.5% could be a pretty good point to think about. Now, interestingly, take a look at this chart. And this chart ultimately giving us a view of the election process and how that's related directly back to XRP. What you can see here, on every single time previously we've seen XRP move on the back of it. This should be no different. We talked about history not repeating itself, but it generally does rhyme. And this is exactly what we mean. This could be the rally up to that $3 mark or even potentially beyond. This would be good news. And I think a lot of people believe that is what's coming for XRP. And again, don't forget, there is a very interesting appeal strategy going on with the SEC that could be simply thrown out. We know that there is a big debate and the SEC plans to appeal the ruling in the Ripple case faced increased scrutiny. In fact, John Reed, who is a former SEC officer, saying that for your information, stick a fork in the SEC, it's done. This is obviously going to be very important. And why? Why is the SEC bit so important? We'll take a look at this. These are XRPL meme coins. Everybody believes the meme coin space is going to be the big rider. In fact, Bitcoin breaking above 81,000, we saw crazy gains in many of those meme coins. Things like Bonk, Brett, Whiff, and many, many others. In fact, here, some of the XRP ones really starting to move. 2,600%. Feels like a pretty good gain in the last 4 days, but this drives volume. Look at this. $36.6 billion is the current market cap and only very marginally down. And we are seeing more projects come on board. We're seeing more tokens traded and nearly 19,050 active addresses on it. And it's only just the beginning. All of this chucked in can only be good news when it comes to XRP. Take a look at the price action. And again, I haven't changed anything on this chart, but look how well it respected this upper trend line. This tells me if we see XRP come up, we're going to retest this trend line. And then if we get a break, look out, it's going to be pretty big. We got one before, the market was slightly different, but we retested and got rejected. This could be the start of something as we move up. We know this is now big support at the bottom end here, and we're now starting to retest those upper range. Remember what we talked about, 61 to 63 cents is a key breakout for us. In fact, 63 cents puts us in here. This could be a critical moment for breaking out for XRP. And then you start thinking about what does it look like on the macro. If you go to the 3-day chart here, you start to see what do we look like in the upper ranges, maybe even retesting these higher ranges around 74 cents or 85 in the not so distant future. The question is, what happens when the markets open? Do we see Bitcoin pump again? Are we going to see that CME gap correction down to about 77,000? And what happens with alts? Altcoins, I think, are going to have a good week this week. I think Bitcoin could even send well above 85,000. So watch this space. But if you want to stay up to date with all the latest with XRP, breaking news and chart analysis, hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on to all so you don't miss anything you can't simply afford to in this bull market. As ever, drop a comment down below as well what you think of all of this. And thank you so much for watching it. We really appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.